Good afternoon. We call the City of Fargo Commission meeting back in order. We were recessed. Roll call, please, Shelby.
Gehrig, Preston, Pepcorn,
Here.
Strand,
Present.
Mahoney.
Here. Quorum is present. Commissioner Pepcorn asked a request of Eric Johnson to research and come back to us this afternoon and discuss. And Garrick, you've done your work. Could you give us a report, please?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. As you know, at the meeting, this is a reconvened meeting that was recessed for a 2-day period, so I could look into this. The topic at hand was a motion that was made by Commissioner Gehrig to amend the motion that was previously acted on 2 weeks prior to that, and that motion was a motion that was approved. The motion was made by Commissioner Pepcorn. His motion, I'm paraphrasing, was to approve the budget, but to not approve the 2 mill levy for the airport. And Gehrig's motion 2 days ago was to amend it to include the 2 mills for the airport. And that was approved. Commissioner Pepcorn had an objection to the process that we underwent, asked me during a break in the meeting on Monday night what his rights are, and I need a little time to be able to look into those things. I did do some work. I was curious to find out exactly how Robert's Rules of Order might be enforceable, and whether, for example, courts enforce them. Came to realize that generally throughout the country, the courts do not take action or enforce arguments about the applicability of Robert's Rules of Order, and North Dakota is one of those states. So really it's not something that can be resolved by going to another tribunal. Similarly, the Attorney General's office, some people know that the Attorney General's office will look into things like open meeting violations and open record violations, but they would not look into something like this. Really, the remedy that a commissioner has regarding what's going on really are limited to the body itself, and the remedies are available by using motions and so forth under Robert's Rules of Order. And when we say Robert's Rules of Order, let me note that the City Commission itself has adopted Robert's Rules of Order as its rules for parliamentary procedure. And those rules can be waived by a majority vote of the City Commission itself, I might add, as well. So what we're left with here is, in terms of a remedy for Commissioner Pepcorn, he has the remedy available to him of any action permitted under Robert's Rules of Order. One that comes to mind would be a motion to reconsider, which ironically, of course, is what we were talking about at some length on Monday night. And a motion to reconsider is a motion that really has to happen within the same meeting, has to be made by somebody who's in the majority, and Commissioner Pepcorn was in the minority, so he's not eligible to make that motion. But that comes to mind anyways as probably the only alternative for again, pardon the use of the word, but to reconsider the vote on Gehrig's motion for Monday night. Hopefully that explanation provides some help to the commissioners.
Commissioner Pepcorn.
Yep, Mr. Chair. Yep, thanks, Eric. Thanks for all the help, and we had some good discussion, so thank you for doing that.
My pleasure.
Commissioner Strand, any discussion?
None at all, Mayor.
Okay. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
Did you want to talk about the policy as well?
And it's not having the full commission here tonight, Eric. I think we can go into that later. But what
All right.
Commissioner Pepcorn and I did discuss is that we think we probably should redefine the motion to reconsider so we all understand it clearly and all understand what is in Robert's Rules of Order. So all the commissioners have clear direction or clear idea of what they have as options. And I think there is some ambiguity around the motion to reconsider. Commissioner Preston did bring up the question of it being in a minority and making a motion. So I think it'd be worthwhile for all of us to relook at our code of conduct and also look up how we want to do the business of the city. in discussion with Commissioner Pepcorn, we did discuss the fact that maybe we want to redefine some of these, and we may do it as City of Fargo is a different way than other systems do it, but to have a consistent system so all commissioners understand that. So I think that's how we'll handle that, Eric, and we'll probably look at that. Thank you.
Very good.
Sound fair?
Yep, I move to adjourn.
Okay. John, do you second?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. We're adjourned.
Aye.